Shalom, today is July 8th, and we're in day 641 days of the war in Israel. If you're wondering about our new location, we've moved to the central part of Israel between Jerusalem and Tel Aviv, actually a little closer to Tel Aviv. So we hope you like it, and still we will be bringing you the news from Israel. What are Israelis reading today? They're getting Yediot Achronot, they're getting Haaretz as well, different ones. We choose Yediot Achronot to translate the main headlines, and you can get the real news from Israel. The headline here, Betzel halechima hakasha be'aza, in the shadow of the hard fighting in Gaza. So we just finished Iran, right? We're continuing to fight in Gaza since October 7th. הפגישה הדרמטית של Trump ונתניהו, the dramatic meeting of Trump and Netanyahu. מחכים להוראות מוושינגטון, or in Hebrew, Washington, waiting for assignments or horoot, you can say instructions from Washington. In the image, we see Inbar Haiman's mother. Inbar Haiman was killed in captivity, and she's still held in Gaza by Hamas. This is Inbar Haiman's boyfriend's mom. So they're together fighting on the return of Inbar Haiman. And they're representing a big group of the parents and the families of the ones who are still captive in Gaza. המשלחת הישראלית לקטר ממשיכה בשיחות. The Israeli delegation to Qatar is continuing with talks. אבל המשא ומתן האמיתי מתקיים במרחק אלפי קילומטרים משם. The real negotiation is happening thousands of kilometers away from there, and they're talking about Washington. So 641 days later, after October 7th, the hostage topic is still number one in the agenda. It's been going up and down. Of course, for the families of the hostages, it's always number one. And in the major public in Israel, it's number one. It's way up there. And here it is again, number one in the newspaper as well. Next, the cartoon. A hostage. I can't recognize which one of them. He's in chains and a thin mattress in the tunnel in Gaza. And it reads in Hebrew, כמה פעמים ספרת עד 10 ושום דבר לא קרה? How many times have you counted until 10 and nothing has happened? So it's just showing the despair of those still alive in the tunnels of Gaza, waiting again and again and again to be released. Next, to the main headline, פגישת Trump Netanyahu, the meeting between Trump and Netanyahu, defining moments, in Hebrew, רגעים מכריעים. ראש הממשלה הגיע הלילה לבית הלבן. The Prime Minister of Israel arrived tonight to the White House and has met Nasi Arhav, the President of the United States. פגישה גורלית, a fateful meeting, בארבע עיניים, in 4 eyes. It is the third time within less than half a year that tonight the Prime Minister of Israel met the President of the United States of America. And in a very unusual way, it says from Trump's side, it was decided that this time the talk will not be videoed, there will be no media, no communications there. כשמעל הכל מרחף נושא אחד קריטי, when above all, one major topic is, you could say, hovering over the meeting. Iskat Chatufim. Chatufim are the hostages, are the kidnapped. And they're speaking about the kidnapped deal. Iskat Chatufim, the hostage release deal. Chatufim in Hebrew are literally kidnapped. So it's the deal for the kidnapped people. In the small image, we see a picture that Netanyahu posted of himself, and it quotes, אחרי ספורט וקפה, after sport and coffee, מתכונן לפגישה, getting ready for the next meeting. We can learn from him, doing sport in the morning. We can all learn from him. It's a picture that Netanyahu published of himself yesterday. So there seem to be serious talks about the hostage release deal, but other parties are saying there's still a major gap between the two sides, and it doesn't look like anything close. I cannot imagine the turmoil that the parents and the families of the hostages are going through, with the hope going up, hope going down, up and down, despair, while your loved ones are alive, still alive, barely surviving in the tunnels of Hamas for 641 days, kidnapped by Hamas. The hope of the families, in Hebrew, tikvat hamishpachot. It is to, and now in Hebrew, lenatzel et momentum leiska kolelet, to use the momentum for a whole complete deal. That means everybody out, not partially out, not in parts, not in stages. That only strengthens Hamas, they say. So whatever deal it is, they want all of the, at least, live hostages out. Next, Israel b'milchama, Israel is at war, and here's a solution that the IDF found to cope with the wearing out of the soldiers in Gaza. There are many soldiers being worn out, fighting. A lot of them are reserves. They need to go back to their homes to work. They've been fighting for 641 days on and off because of the lack of soldiers. So the IDF finds a solution and takes the commando units, and it says instead of signing for 4 extra months, sign for 1 extra year. There's peer pressure within the units to do that, exactly that, to sign for 1 extra year. The IDF saying this is a great opportunity to keep on ground professional, experienced fighters, like in the shayetet. Shayetet in Hebrew is the SEALs, the Israeli SEALs. Most of the fighters received this instruction to sign for more months with love. So there's a lot of peer pressure and a real true need to keep professional fighters on ground in Gaza, as Israel doesn't have that many soldiers to cope with such a long, intensive war that is happening in Gaza. And look what's here on the left. The left article is that the ultra-Orthodox Jews are still refusing to demand from their people, which is the Orthodox Jewish 18-year-olds, to go on and serve in the IDF. They prefer for them studying Torah, getting benefits from the country, and not serving the IDF to defend Israel. Next, there's an interesting article about the intelligence department in the IDF. It has an instruction wing, and that instruction wing has a school of languages, of foreign languages for Israelis. This specific article is focused on the new language, the new 2 languages that came to this school, which is Yemen, the Yemen language from 6 months ago, and now Persian as well. And here we see, I don't know if this is a teacher or a student, writing in Hebrew and in Arabic, in Persian, and it says here, Lakirot yesh oznaim. Even the walls have ears. So these students that are learning foreign languages, which is Arabic in different dialects, Yemen and Persian, they're going to help the IDF with intelligence. The IDF has always had this intelligence, but here they are recruiting more. And this article is specifically about this school for foreign languages. Hundreds of young people that just finished high school turn within 6 months to the eyes and ears of the IDF in the Middle East. That's what it says. In a very intensive qualification or course, they learn Persian or some sort of Arab dialect according to the needs of the security of Israel. Since the October 7th disaster, it says they decided to increase the manpower in this intelligent department, because they understand that there is no replacement for the human mind. Chashuv lif'ol b'tzniut. It's important to act with modesty, they're saying. There's a lot of things that we do know. There's a lot of things that we do not know. I'll continue here in the last passage. As teachers, we always encourage continuous learning that never stops, not in language and not in intelligence. How great. This is another department that not many people know of in the IDF. And we'll end with this. It says October 7th brought together these 2 moms. One of them is Inbar Haiman's mother, Ifat Haiman, and Inbar's boyfriend's mother, Nirit. I'm reading the subtext. It says here, B'meshech shnatayim, for the last 2 years, they've been walking together this very difficult journey for the release of Inbar from captivity. And now they're sitting together for the first time for an open and frank conversation, very painful conversation, and crying out, we need to release everyone now. It reads here, Inbar hi haisha hachona shenotra bashevi. Inbar is the last woman in captivity. Alive or not, she's alone in Gaza. Here's Inbar and her boyfriend, Noam. Although I said we'll end with this, let's end with something a little bit more happy. It reads here, Kites Israel lychee. Summer Israel lychee. It's a play on words, Israel and lychee. So Israel has been growing lychees, and there has been a great increase in the produce, even though the war and bad winters. It says here, Onat katif הפרי הטרופי נפתחה לפני מספר שבועות. You can come and pick these lychees. It started from a few weeks ago that you come and just pick them. The farmers are reporting about a great success, even though the growing areas, you can say, the fields were greatly hurt by the war. Praise God. הביקוש לליצ'י הישראלי גדל בעולם. The demand for Israeli lychee has been increasing around the world with an increase of over 30% in export. And just today we enjoyed lychee at home and my children love it, especially if it's cold. So here in the image we see a family coming and picking lychee, and you may see lychee in your local store and perhaps it's Israeli. We'll end with that. Thank you for watching with us. Write your comments below. Where are you watching from? What do you think about the news? What are you praying for? If you like this video, please like it and share it with your friends and with your families. For the last 641 days, we have been in war, so we really appreciate your support and your prayers. This is Rotem Magen reporting for the All Israel YouTube channel.